Hey everybody, it's Peter here with another GoodieReader.com video comparison. So we have two tablets here. We have a Amazon Kindle Fire HD 8.9 versus the Microsoft Surface Pro. Now, this isn't a comparison to see which one is going to come out ahead, which one's faster and better, because let's just face it, the Microsoft Surface Pro has a bigger screen, more processing power, higher specs, faster speeds, more storage, more capabilities, USB port. This is a wireless mouse receiver we're going to use for a demonstration of a game later, and just, you know, full PC experience as well. So this is something that Amazon can't even compete with. But this isn't for who's first place, who's second place competition. We have had quite a bit of requests for this video because people are saying, hey, I want a tablet, and we know that these are two very top leading tablets right now. Amazon Kindle Fire HD 8.9 is an Android tablet, and this is a Windows kind of PC tablet hybrid. It is being billed as a tablet, although you do get an attachable slim keyboard to go along with it. But we're just going to put these head to head and show you guys what the differences you can see between these two if you are making a decision. Keep in mind, $1,200 for the 64 gig, $299, even less if you can find one used for the Amazon Kindle Fire HD 8.9. So we're going to put it through the paces. We're going to show you guys books, videos, a game, store experience, and a couple other things like notepads and all that, just because we know that a lot of people, they miss the Microsoft Word familiar experience when they're using Android tablets. So we'll show you guys what you can and can't do with these. So what we're going to do first is go to Kindle and open up the same book. This is World Set Free H.G. Wells. And right off the bat, they're looking pretty much on par with their contrast. They're pretty much dead even. So neither of these are coming out ahead. They're both really white in the background. I know in the past we've seen a lot of devices that have a lot of yellowish tinges to it, but this is looking pretty good so far. So tapping the middle, and I understand it's zoomed out pretty far, but having a 10.6 tablet next to an 8.9 end-to-end takes up a lot of space. So tapping the middle, you can open up font settings, and from here you can see this as we've shown you in countless other videos. You have font sizes, everything changes live on the Kindle, everything changes live on the Microsoft too, but only in this little box. You have margin spacing, wide, narrow, font styles. You can go sepia, whatever you want to call it, black, white, same as the Kindle. So if you're reading at night, you can have that in dark mode. And a couple more options like 2-column, 1-column split to make it look more like a book. You can see that. And so forth. So pretty standard Amazon customization. You can see here page turns. You get a little bit of an animation on the Amazon Kindle. It's not a page turn animation like you're turning an actual page like the Apple iPad. It is just a swipe. It's kind of like a peek, but not really as if you were reading a book like Apple portrays. And then on the Surface, whether you slide or tap, it's just going to turn the page. Advantage of the Surface, though, you can use a mouse. As you can see here, we have a receiver, and you can box everything, and it's, you know, it's a lot more usable because you can attach an external mouse to it. So it has the capability of supporting a cursor, which is pretty awesome. Pressing and holding obviously opens up a dictionary, and then highlight and note options, so you can make highlights. Obviously the Kindle's a little bit slower, so be patient. You can extend the highlights, make a note, and we have a keyboard attached to it as well, so you can see that we typed on an external keyboard. You can attach Bluetooth keyboards to this as well, and they work flawlessly, and when you do, the keyboard doesn't pop up anymore, which is pretty awesome. So you can see standard Kindle functions on both of these. Obviously this is a Kindle and this is running Kindle, so just showing you that they can display books, they display books properly, they display books well. There's really no winner here. We're just showing you guys what, once again, if you're just joining us, we're not trying to see this guy's better than this guy. We're just comparing them, okay? So we're going to go back, and what we're going to do now is look at gaming. So what we have on the Microsoft Surface is World of Warcraft. So we're going to open up that, which is a pretty high graphic intensive game. Unfortunately, nothing on the Android market is really on par with that style of game. So we're going to open just a 3D live rendering kind of shooter game, and we'll just kind of compare the two. We're going to boot Warcraft up and a Skylanders shooter game on the Kindle, and we'll be right back. So we have 3D Skylanders game on the left, a lot of things moving on the screen at the same time. That's where we're going to put this against, well, I mean, Warcraft seems a little bit unfair. We realize that. We're not oblivious to the fact that this game takes a lot more to power than this game. We know that very well. We're just showing you guys capabilities of what these can do. We'll start on the left here. You see pretty slow and choppy as it starts, even for a game like this. We didn't want to show something with pre-rendered backgrounds. We wanted to show something kind of working its magic here as much as it can. So this is just like a point and shooter game, but we start to get a lot of chaos on the screen, so we're gonna see how much it can really handle. It's fairly smooth. We have tried comparisons with first-person shooter games on our previous videos with something along the lines of asphalt racing games and such, but I mean, a lot of the users found that it still wasn't a fair comparison. We realize that once again, but there's just not much you can just download for free or even pay for on Android that is to the same degree in graphical capabilities as the World of Warcraft or Far Cry 3 or Call of Duty or what have you. So you can see there are a lot of things going on. It's not really lagging or getting very choppy or anything like that. It seems pretty decent. So we're just going to pause that and move over to the left here and look at Warcraft. So you can see here, no lagging, no chopping, nothing like that. Just going to go attack this boar here. Try not to get killed. No, I'm not a avid World of Warcraft player. We're just showing you guys what, you know, what's what. It can handle it. It definitely can play it very well. We've noticed with our previous video, Far Cry 3, is having a lot of problems with shadows and just when too many things got on the screen at once. Ah, yeah, someone's helping me. So we'll show you guys the options here. Video options. We have everything turned up to high, which was a problem with a lot of first-person shooter games. We had to turn everything down to low because it just couldn't handle it. So we have seen a couple games that the Microsoft Surface Pro can't handle, so that's the reason we're fulfilling all these requests, because a lot of people say, hey, does WoW work? Does Call of Duty work? Does this game work? Does that game work? And this is why we're shooting it. So yes, if you're just checking in right now, it is no contest between playing a full MMO 3D adventure RPG like World of Warcraft versus a click and shoot Skylanders game on this side. But once again, I mean, there's nothing we can find that's really on par unless we show Angry Birds on both, but we all know how that can run and how that works. So we're just going to exit out of here now because we've shown enough of this. Same with the Skylanders game. And just to note, the fans are running pretty hard on this right now, so that might be something you guys want to think about in making your decision as well. There are no fans on this, but on the same point, you can't display or play nearly as high graphic reliant games on here. Next thing we're going to look at is video. Just going to show you guys a quick trailer of the new Oz movie coming out, so you can make the decision on your own here. So from default, this is running off of Silk, and although when you click on the video it does say high quality, it looks nowhere near quite as high quality as the Microsoft Surface Pro. Mind you, the fans are still running pretty hard, but it does seem like the quality on the Pro is just a lot greater. So this is that was just a trailer to show you guys a comparison head-to-head on what you can expect with videos. Next thing we're going to look at is, if we can go home here, is the Microsoft Word experience. Now, from what you know, this is a fully fledged PC experience, because you can see here you do have your desktop, you can use a mouse. It's pretty much the same experience you can expect out of any PC. So on this, what we're going to do is go back to Start, and we're going to move over to Microsoft Word. From here, you can see you can pick some defaults. So what you have here is the full version of Microsoft Word. You see at the top we have Insert, Design, Page Layout, References, Mailing. You can do line spacing. You can, I mean, you get pretty much Microsoft Office on this, because you get Excel, you get PowerPoint. It is a PC, so it can run PC applications. You can see here we can just start editing, typing away. You can insert pictures, change font sizes. And once again, we do have a keyboard plugged into this, so just showing you guys, with the Microsoft Surface Pro, expect to be able to get the full version of full Windows apps, for example, Windows applications and programs such as Microsoft Word, Microsoft Office, Adobe Premiere Pro, Adobe Photoshop, video editing programs, Power ISO to run virtual drives to run things, because it doesn't have a disk drive, although you could plug one in because it has a USB drive, USB port on it. And then on the Kindle, the most you can really get are notepad applications. So you can get things like Color Note, InkPad Note, things like that. So nothing too crazy, very simple applications. Once again, you can plug in a keyboard to this via Wi-Fi, attach, I should say, or I guess link, not so much plug in. You can't really plug one in, but you can see here it's not the greatest experience for, you know, if you really have to do some cover letter or Word homework. You know, I would probably say Windows tablets are a lot better for that. Last thing we're going to look at is the store experience. So we have Store on there, and we'll go to App Store on the Kindle. You can see here they are vastly different. On the right, on the Microsoft Surface Pro, you have a brand new Windows layout that we've never really seen before on things like Apple and BlackBerry World and the Amazon, Google Play Store. We've never seen layouts quite like this. Everything's very nice and bubbly, although it's blocky, I guess. The categories are up above. Everything scrolls to the left and right. Nothing really scrolls up and down. For example, let's go to games. This is the part I'm not a big fan of. You can see it just kind of gets muddled and confusing. Everything looks the same. It's not quite as well laid out as, say, the Apple App Store. I think that's laid out far greater than this. This is just looking a little bit confusing, but you can see things like ratings, and you can sort by free and trials. Jetpack Joyride, for example, we've installed this, so it already says you own this app. I think it's laid out pretty well once you dive into each individual application and see what it's all about and how to download it and all that, but on its own here, when you dive into the categories, not the biggest fan, but otherwise it's not too bad. The Microsoft Store. On the left here, we have the Amazon App Store, and you can see things have side-scrolling capabilities as well. The features are up top here, much like you see on Apple's App Store. And then you can scroll down and look at quick categories like top paid, recommended for you, and so forth. You can even go to just games. You can also look there. Everything loads a little bit slower than, say, the, well, pretty much we're on the same Wi-Fi connection, so it's not a matter of which one loads quicker because we're using 3G access or outside connectivity. You can see they're not even loaded yet, and we're both full bars. So either way, once you dive into a game, you can see here, a little bit slow moving up. You get slidable screenshots, very nice formatting. You scroll down. I like these things. It really makes use of the screen well when you can see a list of, say, 6 things, and then you can scroll to the right and reveal so much more. You can read reviews right here. And obviously, very black themed, very white themed. So pretty much this is what you can expect between these two devices. Now, once again, if you're just joining us and kind of quick navigating through, we are not showing which one of these is better because obviously this guy takes the cake in terms of specs. This is a very high cost device though. Although it may look like a tablet, you do get the PC capabilities of loading exe files and just loading in Windows programs, whereas this is pure Android. You can sideload stuff, but it will strictly be APK files. So we've shown you the store, the videos, we showed you what a book looks like. You guys make the decision. We hope we've fulfilled your guys' requests for the people who have requested this pairing. We have the Amazon Kindle HD 8.9 on the left versus the Microsoft Surface Pro. So you've seen what these guys can do. Check the links below to some specs, and you make the decision for yourself. If you guys have any more requests, you can make them on our comments. You can email us, or you can go to goodyreader.com and check out all we have to offer. Our app store, our blog, our sales partner, shopereaders.com, where you can actually buy this, accessories, and so much more. So this has been a comparison between the Kindle Fire HD 8.9 versus the Microsoft Surface Pro. For goodyreader.com, this is Peter.